Okay, time for another back test on June performance. Before we start, I want to remind everyone that 11.8 version of the copier is now out. We updated some of the Telegram libraries, updated some of the Visual C++ framework, and a few other things. Some changes to the UI, as you can see. This is available on the user portal of your account, Telegram FX copier account. And of course, multiple.ai, we want to remind everyone that this is now live. We're busy adding more channels this month. We uploaded all of the June data sets. And we've got quite a few new VIP channels coming, FX Premiere, Golden Circle. Yeah, too many to list. A little over 40 channels is what we're going to be adding over the course of this month, hopefully. At least we have the data for all of that, so it just takes time to run the tests and upload. So having said that, let's talk about today's channel test. This is one that was recommended to us from someone, and he said that he'd had some pretty good performance with it. So we thought, well, we'll back test it for June. We'll back test it. Actually, we're going to be adding the entire last 17 months to the database. This is one of those channels that I think they make most of their money on this like account management stuff. And honestly, for a copier, I gotta say, there's a few issues that I would raise if you would think about using a channel like this with a copier. Let me take a look here and see if I can find them. One of them is just the overall signal format drives me bonkers. So this, I do not understand why people put hashtags in front of signals. It drives me crazy. You can copy it, it just makes it more work. It makes your setup more work. Okay, so that. The other issue is these trade updates are a pain in the butt because they vary, they change. Okay, and so one of the things that you have to do when you set up a copier is you have to figure out what you're going to do with these replies. So some of the replies are going to be edits, okay, and you want to pass those through and take action on those. But a lot of the replies are just chatter, right? I mean, this is just chatter. But the problem is you're trying to screen these out, and so the way the regular expressions format is set up right now is it will look for terms in a reply and then it will screen that out. Okay, so it's almost like a kind of it passes everything unless you tell it don't pass this. Okay, the problem with that is if you have unpredictable replies that change, it's real hard to screen those out. So yeah, so this just for the replies alone, I would say maybe find a different channel. Anyway, having said that, let's take a look at the results for the month of June. And if this is your first time watching, we do the same test every time. We start with a $10,000 account and we do 0.1 size lots. We don't do any kind of trailing stop. We don't do any kind of anything. We just want to know how do the signals perform by themselves, right? No attempt at curve fitting, nothing like that. And as you can see, we lost about 1%. So yeah, we had a bit of a spike up at the early part of the month, actually a pretty decent one, and then we just rolled over and died throughout the remainder of the month. Looks like we did some Asia, some Europe, a lot of US. Most of the volume is in the US session. Yeah, here's our statistical scattering of wins versus our statistical scattering of losses. Here's our average holding time. So you can see the average position holding time is about 3 hours. And the longest was about 21. And it's a lot of gold and a lot of pound yen. In fact, on some of the tests that I did on this channel, there's not a whole lot of data for this channel. I think uh, I want to say maybe 4 months, 5 months worth of data, maybe six. Um, some of the months are only pound yen. So, yeah, a lot of heavy focus on pound yen early on. Now it looks like we've kind of added gold into the mix, but um, quite a few trades, about 177. So not a tremendous amount, if we compare to like the Smart AI channel that we tested recently, which has like 1,700 trades. Uh, so, yeah, there you have it.